of light.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the commentary for episode 3. I'm SilyaBeodess, and
How
we
is this
have
even
Auraan
real?
and
So
Fireally, as well as Little Meg.
Hello.
So many Pokemon.
Wigglytuff, and Chimecho.
I wonder if they're all on exploration team.
Hi guys!
Also,
So
artists
you want
and
to form
editors,
exploration
but that's
team?
minor.
First, what's your team name?
We
so
do
we
multiple
can get you
roles.
registered.
Our team
Yeah, we all
name?
do like
So much work.
we all do like 3 things on this show.
Yes, I've never really thought.
Even though
about
I'm the
that.
person you've never seen before.
Lyra, what do you think?
You know,
Whoa.
how about Crusade?
Well, congrats on getting into the
Oh,
guild.
Agron.
Especially you, right? I never thought you'd start
You'll
with
see
this.
why I just
To
spouted
Team
that.
Crusade.
Actually, that's probably going to be up by the time
Rising
you see
early and
this.
greeting the newborn. Well,
You'll know
just
why I
outside
spouted
the
out
guild for a
Agron
brief
if you're from
training
my
period
YouTube
before
channel.
they receive their tasks for the day. Both need to
Just now
prepare
noticed
themselves
him,
for
though.
whatever
From the
job,
last
big or
episode.
small, the guild has in store for them.
Yeah.
As for Lyra, having once been human, she has much to
I love how
learn
we just
before
have
she
this
can face
narration
off
with
against
Lyra
stronger
and Rai
opponents.
staring each other down. So there we go.
There.
That's my contribution.
All right, Lyra.
Those sound
I've already
effects.
seen that you can battle with just regular combat
The
techniques.
things that you'll
pretty
never
well.
think about unless you
need to know a few
really,
actual
really think
moves
about
before we
it.
can head out on our first mission.
You are
ready?
appreciated, truly.
I'm still not sure about this.
After the way you smacked down Zubat and Coughing yesterday, you do fine. I admit, I'm no battle master either, but
Oh, this
I
happened
still
a
know
day
few
after
things I can
episode
show you.
2?
Since we're
Yeah.
both real new,
Or
it can't
a
be
day
that
or
hard for
two
me to
after,
teach
you know,
And
just
later
kind of
on,
give them
we can
time
learn new
to
moves
settle
together.
in. Right.
Oh, that makes
I'm
sense.
still trying
Alright.
to learn how to walk on my own 2
Anyway,
feet without tripping.
As
One
for
thing we
fighting
did though
Zubat
is
and
like we
coughing,
created
what
this
do you expect? I was
background
just
training
mad.
area.
It's not exactly something I can
for
just flip on and
Wigglytuff's
off like a
guild. We kind of
switch.
expanded it since
It's going
we
to
figured
take
with
forever
so
before I
many
can get used to
explorers,
doing
you
all
know,
of
give
this.
more room for them to maneuver.
Well,
The layout
if
is a
all
little bit
else
different. We've also
Uh,
kind of
That
pushed
way,
the guild
you gain
closer to the
experience
coast.
Alright.
It's like, don't
Yeah.
you even dare try to put a ribbon on me.
Yeah, I figured that. But
I
that
just
means
realized
the
I
only
forgot
other
to
way to
turn
learn
down
is
the
to
sound
train.
on the
No harm
video,
after
so
all, and-
the first part of this is going to be really loud on the video's end because I'm
There are
getting
Pokemon
both
now
of that
and
and
Pokemon
this
fight.
for audio.
Whether it's for fun or for
Sorry,
protection,
guys.
it's a part of the game.
Well, what do I have to do?
I was thinking we'd try Quick Attack first. It's a pretty basic move, but
You
Why
try
not
putting on
tackle, right?
subtitles, that
Tackle's
might
more
help with the end
basic. You
video.
just jump on somebody.
I don't think Rio can learn tackle though, like quick attack.
Funny
was
part,
the
you
first
think
one.
they would be
Seriously,
able
they
to. That was fun. That was fun. We helped her. We helped her get that one down. Inspiration came from Smash Bros. I was playing Smash Bros with Auraan, and then something like that happened where I came at him and things went wrong, and it's like, try this.
I needed so much help with that scream.
Yeah, we went to the odd hours of the night to record this, particularly Wigglytuff parts.
Oh, definitely.
There will
We're
be
hoping to share those
bloopers.
bloopers with y'all too.
I literally only had one line in this episode.
Oh yeah, and it's coming
All
up
next
relatively
time.
soon.
There'll be an all-girls episode for the guild members.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Excited.
It's funny because one of my friends thinks I have like the
Not half
best
bad for your
female
second try.
voices.
Thanks.
I was like,
This time,
trust
I
me,
want you
dude.
to-
We have real girls for a
Guys,
reason.
Chad's having to come look at me. He says he bought
Oh, there I am.
Master's chambers
Yeah.
right away. It's important.
We're on our way, Chimeko. Come on, Lyra.
Right.
Gosh, everything will be alright, man. You'll see.
Well, that Bidoof is
Sister,
nice.
Jetta.
You
Huh?
wanted to see us?
The Bidoof voice actor is pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that's Auraan.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Seriously, I couldn't recognize you. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm cringing over here, personally.
Oh, no, you're good. I still think it's freaky low, because some of these recordings are 4 years old, and then there's some of them that are just like a month or two.
Yeah. The parts that involve Wigglytuff and Chat Talks, we had to recast them.
Yes.
weaker and weaker.
Just cast so many people, like...
What happens then?
All team, if you're hearing this, we need some of you back. We have to recast more people.
Some of the subtle things that you'll hear when you're not looking at the commentary version is like you can hear flames in the background if you listen really carefully,
Charmander's going to be
because there's
just
braziers
fine,
in
you'll see.
Wigglytuff's room.
Thank
Yeah.
You also get a bit of that when whenever we move over to Charmander, because his tail is on hay, so it's gonna burn up a little bit.
You both won't be at this alone.
Adding in details. That's what I do.
What the heck, Charlotte?
I kind of changed the layout too. Like, doing all the artwork and figuring out things out. You'll see in a bit I ended up adding bookshelves to like the back walls of the room, and like a little bed just kind of hiding in the corner. You just barely see it.
Yeah.
What the heck? I'm reading the subtitles and it said Killmaster.
Oh yeah.
We haven't
we
added
haven't
the
put down
subtitles
any.
yet.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
It's
make
fine.
that a default feature here.
Might want to go ahead
Yeah,
and put him on
takes
now,
so much
depending on where we
time.
need to go.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
To be
I'm having
honest,
fun
I don't
reading
know.
this.
There are some items that Pokemon can carry or wear that can give them an advantage in battle, but I've never used either of those before.
Right, Lyra.
There's
Croagunk?
Croagunk.
Couldn't help but over.
Kind of funny because when I first started watching the series, because I was,
Why?
Let me see.
well, I had to go scope it out first a
these
little
are
bit.
easy to recognize.
If you
See
can,
them
if you get my drift there, and
Right, what you
so
have there is called a
I
power
actually thought Croagunk was Doug Trio and vice versa.
Lyra.
I got their voices mixed up because you can't see, you know, their mouth opening and closing
I didn't
to
know these things could
pin
do
that
something
on
like
them.
that. How do you know so much about items?
Sorry.
Well, with those things, it's
Like,
easy.
I try to think of a few ways you
Bet
could
that
edit
everyone
those in, but
guild
really it
has
just kind of
scratched
gets
that.
a little
Every
weird because then you're like
explorer out
zooming
there
in on
uses
someone's
items to
face
help
and
boost their
sliding
strengths and
around.
weaknesses in battle.
Without
pretty
animation really,
common
or
to
really
see.
going
What other
extensive
things
into
are
the
Oh,
animatics,
there are hundreds
it's a
of
bit
different
hard.
items, but some
Yeah.
of them can only be
Which
used
may
by
be in the
certain
future,
Pokemon.
but
Yeah, if we
Take
have
a
more
Vulpix
artists,
card,
we can
for
be like, alright, your job is to draw
You're not
the
a
mouth.
Vulpix or a Ninetales,
Open and
no
close
won't
it.
have any effect. And you could bet
or if any
there
of
are
us could
specific
learn
items
animation,
for
like
Riolu,
I've tried
too.
it, it's just
How would we find
hard.
Well, I know Blender, but that would take forever.
Once I get my shop open, it couldn't be too much of a problem to see what I can find for you both.
You're opening a shop? But aren't you still going to be an apprentice here at the guild?
I mean, if
Oh,
you're
sure
me,
I
you
will.
never remember that
This is
shop
business on the side.
exists.
Even then, it's not a real business. It'll be a swap shop for guild members only.
I pretty much just used it for my
Pokemon
main
will
two
bring in items they
characters, and
don't wanna
then
need.
everybody else kind of fell on the
Friends they do.
wayside. So I've just got a bunch of
I mean, it's kind of true. No one uses items but you in the game, which surprises me, to be honest. You fight outlaws and stuff, you think they'd play dirty and be like,
You're talking about
stick!
Charizard's kid. I'd suggest
I mean,
changing
that's how I took out
But I know she's
Kyogre.
already tried to find out and hasn't been able to do
Just-
a thing.
Well, they can, you know, catch if you throw like a spike at them or something and throw it back. Like I had to do that to
I've had that happen to me too.
Yeah, but I'm too professional with Kyogre to
There's
give him a
still
chance to
one
catch my
person you have in
sticks.
mind that no one's asked. You ever heard of Zatu?
I haven't. Who is he?
He runs his
Yeah,
own
that's
shop.
another guy I never actually visited in the game.
Zatu
Zatu and Croagunk, the guys actually no, Electivire too, but I've seen him like once or twice.
Oh man.
For a boss fight, I'll link moves and then unlink them sometimes.
I swear, Zatu hates me because I'm that person that'll bring like 20 boxes all together at once. So just constant little quacks like.
And fun fact, Corfish was actually not supposed to say that originally. That was actually a Bidoof line that we ended up having to graft.
Yeah. There were a couple lines we had to fill in because some people forgot to do it. Like, quick, who's available now at midnight?
Yeah, I'm pretty quick to turn things in, so I'm on deck with a lot of things. Which is part of why this came out a bit faster, is because it's like, I would get the lines to end, like, one day later, there you go.
Big Bear Crusade is a really good team name.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's got a certain ring to it.
It's better than True Sap.
Gotta be good.
I had fun editing that teaser we had there.
Yeah, that was a good teaser.
Because that one I could just kind of do a bunch of goofy things because there wasn't really much to go off of. Your tent is creepy, Zatu. I'm gonna say it right now.
It's staring
This is
at
Lyra,
you.
Zatu. She just came to town yesterday.
Oh, is
She
this
and I
is
formed
this
an
your art
exploration
mag?
team together.
Yep. That's right.
I was like, I haven't seen this art, and I was like, this is really good.
I could help heal this Charmander.
Yeah, so pretty much a bunch of us are line artists because, well, I can't do the whole 9 yards. In fact, I pretty much had to get training for this. It was like overnight, you can draw 100 times better.
I'm sorry.
Fireally finale, here is Riolu Anatomy.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, but that kind of stuck with me. And it's like, okay.
I've been practicing Riolu a lot lately.
Yeah, it's like with PGL, you're like, alright, I have to drop 50 Riolu to make sure this works.
Dubious Forest? Yeah, guys, for the artwork, there's around 200 shots for this episode.
What the heck?
That's over double the last episode, where we had like maybe 80. So.
Right, but this episode's also 10 minutes longer as well.
Yeah. They're just more extensive too. We didn't have like one shot for a full scene. We would do like several.
I love Beedoof's determined look there. He's just like, I got this, guys!
Right here.
I hope no one worries about the
that's a really good shot of the
pronunciation.
map. Sorry.
Keep the sun on your right.
I got distracted.
Find a path that will lead you directly to Dubious Forest.
This'll be a breeze, especially for you two. Bug types aren't very effective.
I like to imagine they have
against
multiple
fighting type
maps
Pokemon.
though.
So if
Just in
either of
case,
you
like-
get into a battle,
It's hard to
you'll
find like
do
little
fine.
miniature roads across an entire
Doesn't it feel
continent.
the same for fighting type moves against bug types?
Oh, that's a neat
That's
trick.
fine.
Yeah.
Just use normal type moves.
Good luck to you all.
Just a quick fade.
Oh, that's an awesome shot.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, we added back rooms to spin does too, guys, because
Had to get the
the
food
new
down.
Well, the Looney
has to pop
Cuddles
out of the wall.
somewhere.
So it's basically like for the PGL universe, Spinda's Cafe also kind of doubles a bit as an inn, or you know they have storage rooms or something in the back, and so that's also where they are. Because you know we're not gonna have Charizard lying in the middle of the dining room.
Yeah.
We're laughing at a serious moment.
Yes.
It's kind of cool. That's
It's similar to a Pokemon Center, pretty much.
Yeah, we have like Chansey. She has the daycare center, but she's also pretty much the only medic by default. Like, just-
Right.
Yeah. I never visited her shop either. In fact, I didn't even know you could get eggs until this PGL, and then I went over there. I was like, wait, how long have I had an egg here?
You left your child.
I didn't even know I had one. It was a pretty shocking
Some
thing.
father
I think
you
she's
are.
pulling my leg. She's like, I need to get rid of this egg.
put that
Hey,
on
you! You saved the world. Save this child.
Yeah, I love that feature in this game. Here, thank you for getting this apple. You can have our firstborn. Oh, don't worry, it's not mine. It wouldn't even be the same species of Pokemon of the person.
No,
who
it
would
wouldn't.
give
It'd
you
be
the egg.
random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
poor Charmander though.
Ooh, nice music change.
Should
Yeah.
be. Yeah, this music actually comes from WiiWare. You know, like the little wind-up toy PMG
gotcha.
Check out the
game.
map.
That's
We're
cool.
almost at the heart of the forest.
So that means those herbs.
Yeah,
will be
this
growing
part,
slowly
I
this
could
way.
probably recite this part from heart at this point. I've
Wow.
seen it so much.
After a while, we'll all meet back here. Right. You can sense all of us through aura.
You know,
right?
kind of funny
So we
because
don't
I
get
also
lost
was
in
considering
those
putting little
Sure.
jingles like wind chimes in there for background noise, but then I found better leaf noises.
Where would I be?
Maybe I should start digging. Swish, swish, swish. Sorry.
I wish Diglin does feel with their help, it'd be so much easier.
There's a lot of stuff with this Beedo scene.
Oh, Spinner Egg. Hello.
But you'd be so nice to strangers.
I know,
swear.
you can't feel bad for him. I like the Spinnerack though. Katie did a really good job with the Spinnerack.
She really did.
I'm sorry if
I love this Spinnerack. It's like, no, I'm not dealing with this today.
But you were trying to apologize when I was.
Oh, I love these fast-paced fight scenes, just because they flowed so well when we finally got them done.
Who are you?
Yeah. They only took me like 3 hours to edit at least. It's harder. The hardest part about this is finding sound effects. Just about every single scene,
Lyra,
I had to
are you
find
okay?
at least 5 to 10 new sound effects.
Right.
Why are they attacking
We have some, it's like just sets of huge sound effects, one after the other, like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And then with those ones, you're like dumpster diving, pretty much. It's like, where is it? I know it's drifted in here somewhere. Oh,
Good
hi.
music choices, by the way.
What?
I like the music choices.
Oh yes, the panic music. Every game needs a good panic theme.
Yep.
Oh yeah, real smart, Lyra. Real smart.
She doesn't know how to fight. Just give her a rock.
It's like that one guy in Metopia.
I know.
Where he tries so hard, like throwing rocks.
What do I do?
Ryan's getting beat up, and she's like, what? So that was fun right there, putting all 3 of those spin rack. There's like 10 sound effects that I'll play all at once for that one explosion.
You did a nice job.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun to do. It's like, alright guys, I got 1 second down. It took 10 minutes to get it. 1 second took 10 minutes, at least.
What happened? I was walking around when those 3 jumped me.
By the way, I'm totally gonna advise we put one of those spin racks down for the bloopers, because he sounds like Gollum, and it's so funny. Like, if you listen to it on your own, it's just so funny.
We're leaving me.
Yep.
Another bunch of pesky intruders, I'd say.
Just like, hey, look at this.
You 2 get behind me. Thanks for the help, but both of you are still rookies.
Oh, I think I used this music.
All right.
You can.
I think it's time you got a taste of my bubble beam.
Boom.
Corfish, you
Had to count up every single bubble beam to make sure I got it right.
No.
Nice.
She's a Leaveney.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah, that is a nice touch.
No wonder her belly didn't
I try to make things, well, at least realistic to Pokemon. Every time a move is executed, it's got some kind of a sound effect, even if it's just a charge. And so I tried to keep that a thing. Which was hard with Lyra, especially, because I was like, is she using a move, or is she just kind of like slapping?
Yeah,
And same with Rye.
They don't get to use much, yeah, it's mostly just like quick attack and punch the crap out of things.
Yeah, so I was just kind of treated it like he was just using the A attack over and over, just like any good Explorers of Sky player will.
Oh wait, is this Rye's Steam playing?
Well, they are trained to fight, that's the thing, even without using actual moves. They both know how to fight fairly well. Like,
Right.
But
go!
Oh, it is Rye's
Steam. I like the Steam.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Thank you, Tom!
Yes.
He is amazing.
Yes.
Great job.
You should see us in the Discord chat. We're like, just bow down to the
Bow down to all-powerful Tom.
Wow.
He's like the only composer too. He gets a whole section to himself in the credits. Oh yeah, so this scene took me a while too.
hang on, baby.
And that was between 2 different scenes, so it was hard for me to get this transition right in my head.
Get Corpfish and go. I'm staying.
Love how we still got the fighting in the background, but we're not going to show it because that would take so much detail.
Well, that wasn't even like part of the script. I was like, well, they're not gonna just stop fighting, so... And that's why this took so long for me to edit, was because I did a lot of extra detail work like that.
It's not over yet.
Let's try
Oh, I love this.
Oh, yes, this screen.
Nice.
I had fun doing that sound effect too. I was like, I need a good one.
You just hear screaming like from a mile away.
I like the footprint on her
Sneak attack!
But it's interesting no one's questioning the fact that Lyra has hair on her chest.
Yeah, so if you listen closely there, you do see that quick attack burst sound effect like you hear in the anime. Or at least close to it.
Good job.
It was like, I need an audio cue to show this was actually quick attack as well.
Yeah.
Kind of,
I tried to
getting
identify
faster
a
and
little-
faster with the fists until she can actually quick attack.
Yeah.
And if we don't come back
I
soon,
tried to identify it a
die.
bit by differentiating the black lines from the white lines for quick attack. But it's just like a small detail.
Welcome.
We haven't done
Yeah.
anything wrong.
Moves gotta be special.
Yeah.
Just a few days ago.
It really is just a quick punch.
Yeah. I mean, especially with some of the animations in the game. With Riolu, it definitely just looks like a quick punch.
For the evening and had a nice pile of green.
nice. Just like she's like going over it in her head. She's just like, pile of grease. I would still want it.
My precious.
Yeah, and those plants were poisoned.
Yeah, unless we're gonna totally spoil the episode you're watching, so make sure you see the episode first before commentary, just like in the movies.
Oh my god, what have I done? I'm sorry.
It's to be expected. Because this is gonna release after the episode anyway, by like a month or so. Gonna try and paste these behind the scenes things every month or so if we can.
Yeah. That way we can actually like distract you guys while we're
we prove we live while giving ourselves enough time to actually work on things.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm killing my hand drawing.
Yeah. It's like after this you're just like, ah, my hand. My voice is used to talking all day. I'm not used to writing all day. Or drawing.
It was just like, you guys saw some of the stuff we did. We had the storyboard, then we had the traditional line art, then we did the digital line art.
Yeah,
like
the traditional line art for this one, there's a few of them from me. I say few though, like not a lot of them.
Well, we didn't exactly beat her.
Had fun with that one. I was like, let's see. This is a cartoon, so let's have some fun with this.
Aww.
Oh.
What these little guys. They're so
Corn
cute.
Spinder.
These aren't even his daughters. They're sea waddles.
Yeah, it was doing the line art for this one was so hard. It's like Levani's like, how many segments do you have?
Don't worry about the money. Ryan and I have got it covered for whatever they want.
Well, like, you didn't have the storyboard either to work with, because like after a while it just we're almost done with the episode anyway. We'll just do the art as it comes.
Yeah, so I was just like, let's see what happens here. I was like, okay, maybe she just does this.
Chansey, will he be alright?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Come on, Charmander.
Charizard is done by Silya the whole way through. I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't do it!
I had so much fun with those wings. Thank you, Charizard, for being so complicated to do.
Yeah, I was like, I tried it and I was like, this is terrible. I don't have time to go through like Charizard 101 like I had with Riolu.
There's gonna be so many different Pokemon in this series, I swear.
Yeah, it's like I have to learn to draw a Pokemon for just one episode. Kind of interesting, because this is probably all the same stuff that goes through the anime, the actual anime's heads, and we don't think about it until we actually put ourselves through the same trouble.
Yeah. Most of these Pokemon I have never drawn before until comes time to put them in the episode. Like Levani, Charizard.
Yeah, Zatu.
I've never even drawn Zatu before, actually.
Zatu was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, his beak. His eyes, however, were just, no.
Zatu, for the most part, is like circle, tent body.
Circle tent body. I never
yeah, it's with the wings, though, because the wings break it up ever so slightly, so you have to be like, alright.
Oh yeah,
there
his
we go.
wings were weird. It's like they're longer in the front, almost like an apron, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have weird places where they curve so you can see his eyeballs.
Just out of curiosity, what were you foraging?
That I actually did do the line art for that one right there, which we also threw out as a teaser.
Yeah, we have that for like a new segment. It's like I forgot what I named it. Guess what's being said? Yeah, there we go. And just basically people fill in quotes. I'm reading some of those and they're so fun. What some people have posted.
Sure.
Oh, is Charmander playing with the children? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think you know they're kids. And then we see like Corpfish because we kind of just forgot about him since he's unconscious. Brushed him over the side.
Those are brain mushrooms.
I was tempted to do the like exclamation of doom again from the Mystery Dungeon game, but I decided against it.
Morels are edible, yes. But these
Actually,
real, by the way.
brain mushrooms.
Yeah, this I actually came up with that idea. I was like, I don't want to draw them just explaining it.
Yeah.
I was like, what can I do to make this more cartoony?
Notice the color difference.
None of us really
On a
wanted
brush
to.
or
Morels are real though. I've had them. You can eat them.
I had to go look up what they looked like. I was like, what are these things? I don't eat shrooms.
They call them a land fish. Because like they can taste like fish. Yeah, you can make them in cornmeal.
Why don't they call them a sponge? They look more spongy.
I need to go home and get rid of all of these.
Yes. Door slam. Even though we don't actually have a door.
Yeah.
We don't have a door, but it's the thought that counts. She goes around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We'll pretend like the door opens on the other
I
side.
shouldn't have laughed.
Yeah, on the other side. Yeah. There's also so many different emotions that went through this scene that we ultimately were just like, we can't match all these themes at once with the music we have,
Yeah,
so
no.
we'll just
Yeah.
not.
Can you imagine it just being so dramatic? Like, hey, everything's happy now. Dun dun dun. You poisoned your.
Yeah.
That'd be funny though. I'm not gonna lie. I pulled those punches in my editing before.
Oh, please no. The poor woman has been through enough for one day, and it's not like a heart.
Vanny looks so tired right there. I just kind of noticed that.
She's been through enough because it's kind of like she realizes I nearly poisoned my kids too. If this woman had not stolen my poison.
True.
Yeah. There's Wigglytuff with his cat face, like, just like, hi.
This is a Grovile fangirl.
Not even a nice job, Team Crusade.
Yeah, she's the only one that's actually able to like do all of the themes.
Yeah.
She's
The rest of
great.
us just kind of do the line art.
In a little less than a month, you'll already have the next
well,
race.
technically, I've decided to go ahead and try digital art. So
It would seem for Ryan and Lyra that their most trying adventures have reached their end.
congratulations, you killed everyone's eardrums.
Yeah.
Oh, I just now noticed like the narration started earlier.
Yep, it did. That was a nice touch.
Yeah, it sounded pretty good though.
It
Yeah.
sounded okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've
swear it
done
wasn't like that.
overlaps like that before.
Yay.
There's our credits where we get to see all the crazies here, and there's Crow. He does the games, which was fun.
Yeah. And it was so great having him on. Like, I am so thankful for bringing you guys on. Because I was just so desperate getting people to help.
Yeah, that's where I came from.
I didn't think he would answer me, honestly. Like, it was like, well, I haven't asked this guy, let me just try. And he's like, oh yeah, I've heard of y'all before. I'll just introduce you to my cast. And I was like, thank you.
I'll be honest, I didn't think you were gonna accept me.
Oh.
Like, I can has auditions? Like, that's nice for me.
I'll be honest too, I didn't think I was gonna make it, so.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
I
all
didn't
for
think
coming
I'd make it as Wigglytuff. It's like she just turned to me and was like, "Will you do Wigglytuff?" And I was like, "What? Yes, but
yes.
I'm about to die." Because Wigglytuff is such a hard character to pull off. We spent weeks trying to get it down right for me. Like we did a lot of training.
Yeah.
Which is where that other meme came from, which was also my idea. It's like, well, we're training for this, so.
Yeah, you'll see in the bloopers like some of that training because, like,
man.
read over the scripts together.
So
and,
good.
Oh yeah, it was so much fun though. Like, for you, Fireally, it was just a matter of like upping the energy constantly. Like,
Yeah.
do jumping jacks real quick.
Yeah, it's after that, I gained the ability to stay up indefinitely.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you stay up all night? You just embrace the energy of Wigglytuff and try to bring that back out.
There you go.
Yeah, we all like spread each other insomnia in the cast.
Yeah.
It was more like you spread it, and then it just kind of became like this cloud. And it's like you walk into you get into PGL, you join the cloud of insomnia. You can only sleep after you've done so much, and of your own will at
I have
that.
to go to sleep because of school, which sucks.
Yeah, it's just
But I
like
still stay up an hour.
our record is staying up until like 5 a.m. something
Yeah,
like that.
I saw the. I'm on the East Coast. I saw the sunrise, guys.
That's normal for me.
Freaked me out.
Like this is not supposed to happen.
I'm like, oh my gosh, the sun's up. I gotta go to bed.
That almost
Yeah,
happened
guys, like-
between me and Celia, actually. Actually, no, it did happen.
Welcome to my world, and I'm just sipping on my soda pop.
Like it's
Yeah, we
normal.
were just talking about some Pokemon lore, sending things back and forth because there's a lot of stuff they don't really talk about, and then it's like, and then I just looked at clock and it's like, it's 4 a.m. guys.
Yeah, we
And
do
I was
like a
like,
whole
oh.
bunch of extensive research for the PGL series into like as close as we can get to canon with kind of our headcanon on how things work, particularly when it involves legendaries and mythos and things like that for the Pokemon universe.
Yeah,
I
because
found
like,
a way
well,
how the winds would work.
Oh yes, the dangerous winds.
anyway,
I
we
feel
should.
like maybe that's just the dungeon shifting. That's what I think, at least.
Yeah, we just
It
kind of
just
had to
goes
go
up.
say the dungeons are a place you can walk through it like any other place. They're just dangerous.
Yeah.
But anyway, we should probably wrap things up. We've been going on a bit afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for watching the commentary, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.